Welcome back. This is Pastor Frank. Here it is, October the 24th of 2023, and you're looking at a copy of my documentary, The Last Chronicles of Planet Earth, which when you go over to my prophecy site that you see right here on the top BibleProphecyMan.com, you'll be able to go down and click the link to my book, and it'll come up as fast as your computer is able. So this is a complete look of where we have been in the past, bringing you up to the present day. And I keep this book updated very, very frequently. So please take advantage of that free book. But today, what I want to do is in this book, I believe it's on page 304, there's a section about false Christ and false prophets. I'm telling you this because I'm going to give you a little bit more information about the cover-ups of the Watchtower Society leaders who are being directed supposedly by angels. But these angels are not from God. They are satanic angels. And the reason why I can say this, backed by proof and evidence, is that everything that the Watchtower Society leaders prophesied all the way back from the 1800s to now, one of those things that were supposed to happen ever took place. And that shows us, it tells us, these angels did not come from God. And if they didn't come from God, where do you think they came from? The enemy of God, which would be Lucifer, Satan himself. So what I would like to do now is to show you another cover-up made by the Watchtower Society, and it has to do with false prophets. So I'm going to take you to a Watchtower magazine dated January the 1st, 1989. And I'm bringing you this because I'm going to be turning to what they said in prophecy back in 1989 on page 12. Now this has to do with work supposedly being completed. Take a look at this and you'll see it right here. This is what we're looking at. Now keep in mind, I'm showing you this is page 12. And if you are a Jehovah's Witness and you think that I'm trying to fool you or mislead you in any way, you can go and get your own magazine at your own Kingdom Hall library. Go to your January 1st, 1989, turn to page 12 and read it. And it's talking about the work being completed. I'm going to start right here. How thrilling that must have been for Paul and Barnabas sailing to their first foreign assignment. The Apostle Paul was spearheading the Christian missionary activity. He was also, now get this, also laying the foundation for a work that would be completed in our day. In our day when? In the day of 1989. Now, you have to have a cover-up. Every false prophet tries to cover his butt. And the Jehovah's Witnesses are pretty good at their cover-ups. So let's take a look. This is now what their book, The Watchtower 1989, from January to December of 1989, and it houses all of the Watchtower magazines in this bound copy of this 1989 book. Now, on the page 12, as you see right here, it's the same exact page as was the magazine in January, all right? So now take a look at it, especially in the red, because everything is exactly the same. Now, how thrilling it must have been for Paul and Barnabas sailing from their first foreign assignment. The Apostle Paul was spearheading the Christian missionary activity. Now, this is how they covered up. Look what they did. He was also laying a foundation for a work that would be completed in our 20th century. So it didn't happen in 1989. And so they had to change it. Well, guess what, folks? We're in the 21st century. This was no doubt a lie. It was information that supposedly was given to him by who's directing the Watchtower Society. The Watchtower Society says it's angels that God is using directing their organization. Well, those angels are not from God. And if it was, nobody in the Watchtower Society would had to have changed this and covered up. Now, to show you side by side, take a look at this. This is January 1st, 1989. And you have right here in our date. And this is the bound copy, exactly the same. It's the same date. In other words, they made it look like this was the magazine that they published in January. But it isn't. It's a cover-up. Take a look at this. This is where they changed it. When you put them side by side, it's been altered. Now, if you're a Jehovah's Witness, do me a favor. Get a little bit of guts and show this to your leaders, because your leaders are sending you to hell. They're sending you on the wrong road. And the people who are leading your life, your religious life, are leading you through false prophets and false prophecy, and that they have distorted not only this in this false prophecy and the cover-up, but so many other things. Now, when you go over to my book, click the link and you'll go to that section where I talk about false Christ and false prophets. I have in that section 95 pages, and now it's going to be 96 because I'm adding this information into my book. 96 pages of documents from their own publications, their own words, showing you beyond a shadow of a doubt that the angels are satanic angels delivering messages that never take place. And if this is an organization that you want to be affiliated with, that's your business. But it is definitely not Jehovah's organization. It's a scam, it's a lie, and what they have is a complete sales force with people, many countries around, going door to door, selling their magazines, working for the kingdom of God, working to get in to the kingdom of God. This is a lie directed by these angels who have nothing to do with Jesus Christ. God help your soul if you listen and don't challenge what your own words say in your own publications.